and welcome to tonight's video that is proudly sponsored by Scentbird, your must-have go-to subscription fragrance service. Now, before you skip, let me tell you why you need Scentbird in your life. Now, I don't know about you guys, but the first thing I really notice when meeting someone is how good they smell. And I think as well for myself, putting on a perfume can make you feel different. It can make you feel more confident. Maybe it makes you feel a little bit fun or flirty. It can almost just boost your personality. And with Scentbird, you have the opportunity to test out each month a different designer fragrance, and you've got over 600 to choose from. Now, fragrances are super expensive. I know that my favourite fragrance is around $100, $150 to buy. But for just $16, and with my code, you'll get 55% off, by the way, link in description. You get to try out a little sort of test size amount, which will get you about 30 days, so about a month's worth. And you can test it out and then decide if you actually want to go ahead and purchase, the full-sized option. You can even have on Scentbird a little little quiz that you can take to decide which fragrance will be best for you. And as it's a flexible subscription service, you can choose to pause a month or change every month what you want to try. And it's just such a fantastic way to just try out fragrance, because you want to be smelling good and feeling good without having to commit to pay all this money, because fragrances are so expensive. So, if you want to head more into 2022 smelling good, feeling good, then check out Scentbird. My link is in the description below. You can save 55% with my code CCASMR55. Just enter that at the checkout and you'll save yourself, as I said, 55% off your first month subscription with Scentbird, which is pretty amazing. So about $7 to try out your first month. Yes. This is available in the US and Canada, so go check it out now, and I hope you guys love it as much as me. Yes, go check it out. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you again to Scentbird, and let's crack on with the video. Right, let me just make sure that I've got the right notes. Okay, but before that, just relax. Okay, everything's gonna be fine, I promise. Okay, keep sipping on that water if you need to. Make yourself comfortable. Okay, so let's have a little look. Right. Okay. Well, looks like I've got the right notes. I will need to confirm some things and ask you some questions, but nothing too taxing, I promise. Okay. My name is Miss Nice. Most people around here call me Nurse Nice, which I think is rather nice. Yeah, I like that. Nurse Nice. It's almost as if I was made to be a nurse with that name. Yeah. So, you are in today, sweetie, because you just don't feel 100%. Of course. No, you're not bothering us at all, okay? When you're feeling a little bit unsure of what's wrong, that can cause anxiety and stress and can make you feel so much worse. So I think we'll start off with some very basic questions, and then when you're ready, I'm going to take a little look at you and we'll go from there. How does that sound? Perfect. Okay, so I do just need to confirm some basic details. So could you confirm your full name, please, including any middle names? Wonderful. And your date of birth? Great. And are you currently on any medication? That's fine. How long have you been on that? Okay, no problem. And you're still going all right with that? Wonderful, no side effects? No, great. Sometimes with these types of headache tablets, they can cause things like nausea or dizziness, but you're all right. Good. Okay, so let's talk about your symptoms. So you've been feeling a little bit of anxiety recently. Has that caused any physical symptoms for you? Of course, let's talk through them slowly together. Okay, so starting from the top, from the head. Okay, yeah, so increased headaches. Okay, a little bit of blurred vision. All right. When was the last time you had an eye test? Okay. Yeah, normally within the last 2 years is fine. If you have any issues, obviously it's normally a year, but that's okay. Any changes to your sense of smell or your taste? Okay, slight loss of appetite. Okay. How long have you noticed that for? Okay. Have you noticed any weight loss recently? No. Okay. Do you keep track of your weight? Okay, wonderful. Now, moving down the rest of the body, any other physical symptoms? Some aches, okay. Whereabouts? Okay. Do you mind me asking what you do for work or college, school? Okay. You're using your hands quite a lot then, yeah, okay. And I imagine then you may be looking at a screen quite a lot as well. Okay. Yeah, that's quite a long time. Do you tend to then look at another screen to relax, watching TV? Or lots of people, including myself, likes to watch TV on their phones. Okay. How long for, do you think? Okay. Are you a late night Instagram or TikTok scroller then? Sometimes, yeah. It's hard to resist, isn't it? Okay. And how have you been sleeping recently? Sure. Before this sort of period of anxiety, how did you sleep? Always a bit sort of hit and miss. Okay. No problem. Have you ever tried to remedy that with any medication? No. Have you tried anything natural? So you can get things like lavender capsules to help you relax, things like that? No. Okay. And any other physical symptoms? Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, good. Well, the good news is, from what you've described to me, there's nothing too unusual. Okay? So I want you to rest assured that I'm sure we'll be able to get to the bottom of things today, and you'll leave here feeling so much better. Absolutely. So, what I'd like to do now, if you feel comfortable enough, is I'd like to do an examination. Okay, nothing invasive. I'm just going to have a look. I would like to look a little bit into your eyes with a little torch. I would also just like to check that everything seems alright. We're going to test your movement a little bit. Just make sure you're alright. Okay? Fantastic. Now, if you feel okay with this, I would like you to remove. Is that okay? I'd just like to have a little listen to your breathing so it makes it a little bit easier. Okay, so let's do that to start with. That's perfect, thank you. Now I'm going to ask you to just breathe nice and deeply for me. So you'll be breathing in and out. Can you do that for me? Fantastic. Okay, so let's have a little listen. Okay. Okay, so breathe in. Okay, well, your breathing sounds a little bit fast paced. Okay, now fast heart rate and therefore fast breathing is very, very common with anxiety. So let me just have a little feel of your wrist, just a little feel of your pulse. Yeah, okay. Can I ask, obviously you did mention that you haven't been sleeping too well. Have you been taking any form of caffeine to keep you awake during the day? Right, how many? Okay, so energy drinks are wonderful for a one-off boost, I would say. I have to have one if I've got a long shift, so I completely understand. But if you're having 3-4 a day, your heart rate really does sort of stay up there and stay increased, and that doesn't help with anxiety levels, because when you haven't got that controlled breathing, that nice slow regular pace, you feel as though you're on a little treadmill and just sort of going along and you can't stop. So that may be a little bit of the cause of what's going on here. Okay, so we're going to have to cut those out. Okay, it's going to be my first recommendation. All right, so increased pulse and breathing, recommended to reduce or really stop the energy drinks. And as I say, every now and then they're fine for a pick-me-up, but we need to really readdress that issue of you getting a proper night's sleep, so you don't need to rely on those. Okay, good. Definitely they can contribute to headaches and feeling of nausea or dizziness, so feeling in your eyes you've experienced as well, that can definitely have an effect. Okay, what I would like to do though is check the eyes. Okay, so let me just find my torch. Okay, so little torch. Alright, now all I'm going to do is I'm just going to shine this in your eyes. This will be very bright, obviously, so if you blink, feel a bit uncomfortable, that's okay, but I just need to check there's no signs of anything unusual. Okay, so if you'd like to look directly into my eyes, at my nose, behind me, that's fine. Okay, so taking a look now. Okay. You've done so well. You're doing a great job. Right, let's just check your pupil reactivity. So I'm just going to move the light in and out. You're doing so well. Thank you. Okay, just let your eyes readjust for a moment. I can't see anything unusual. Okay, your eyes look a healthy colour, they're not bloodshot, can't see any signs of any scratches or abrasion. Everything looks normal and healthy. Now, have you had any sort of difficulty reading text? Okay, let's just test this out. Just what I've got close to hand here. It's my little glove box. Okay, would you like to just read for me the top line? Good. And the next line. Okay. And here. Read me one of these. I know they're not in English. I do apologise. Just want to see how much you can see. Hey, that's not bad pronunciation-wise. No, very nice. Okay, now you had no problem there with sort of the letters didn't sort of appear to you in a muddled sense. Nice and clear. Okay, good. Now, when you are doing screen work, can't remember if I asked you this. Let me have a look. No. Do you wear glasses for looking at a screen? You have sort of anti-glare ones. Okay. Well, if you're not having any trouble reading context and looking at your screen, and those glasses are helping with the glare, then I wouldn't say there's been a change sort of in your actual vision. I would say it's much more to do with that sort of not sleeping can make you feel very sort of heavy and dizzy. Yes, very, very common. Let me make some notes, okay? So, I think so far we're doing really well. Okay, really well. How are you feeling? Yeah? Oh, I'm so pleased. I'm so pleased. Now, for this next part, I would just like to take a look at as much of you as I can. Okay, just want to check again that everything looks normal. Alright, you mentioned some sort of aching, so I want to check the skin to see if there's sort of any signs of bruising, lumps, anything unusual. Okay, so when you're ready, if you'd just like to, fantastic. I'll get my gloves and warm them up for you. Right, there we go. Oh, someone's popped these back in here. A mix of medium and small. So I've got a couple of small ones. Okay. Do you have any skin allergies at all? No? Okay. Right. Do you sort of do anything to help with the aching, for example? Will you take perhaps a nice bath or a hot shower? Do you find that helps? Okay. So, if you're finding some relief from that, it would lead me to think that it's more of a sort of a muscular thing. Okay. Do you do a lot of exercise? Okay, so the weather we're in at the moment, unfortunately, is chilly. It's very chilly. Some people love it. I prefer the warmth. But it's very, very normal for our bodies to feel much stiffer and much tenser during this time. Which is why, especially if we're exercising outdoors or even if we're indoors at the gym, when we sort of are outside in the cold, it feels a lot more uncomfortable. You know, our muscles are a lot less loose. So when it comes to sort of that resting period of sort of recovery from the exercise, our muscles are going to feel a lot less relaxed and a lot less able to relax quicker. Because when we have that warmth, we're able to just relax, you know, compared to when it's cold and your muscles are tense and tight, which is why you found relief from having a nice hot shower. It's very, very normal. Now, exercise is fantastic. We want to keep doing it, but we just have to appreciate that maybe we need to do more to help our bodies wind down. So a nice hot bath, hot shower. I love using things like a topical cream. You know, you can get wonderful things like a magnesium spray. It's really wonderful at helping muscles relax. Lots of different topical treatments, cold, hot gel, that can really help, that don't contain any sort of medication. Absolutely, so very, very normal, so don't worry about that. Let's take a look anyway. Okay, so I'm just going to have a little feel of the face to start with. Doing really well. Okay, everything feels normal there. Let's have a little feel of your lymph nodes. All feels normal. Down the neck. It's fine. Shoulders feel good. Just hold your arm up, that's wonderful. Any discomfort whilst I'm doing this? Just here? Do you lift any weights at all? Okay. Pop you down again. Check this one. Down again. Feel around the chest and stomach. Any tenderness here? How's your diet? You can be honest with me. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. Okay. Very, very normal. Yeah. Okay, lovely. If you'd like to turn around for me. Thank you. Okay, I'm just going to have a little feel on your back. Okay. Any pain here? Okay, how is the chair that you sit in sort of every day? Okay, you may benefit from a little bit more lumbar support. Yeah? Okay. Everything else looks and feels fine. If you'd like to turn around for me. Okay, I'm just going to have a little look at your legs now. Okay, so just stay nice and still for me. Thanks. Okay, let's have a look here. Okay, well, I think from what I've seen, everything looks normal, and I think the muscle aches and pains that you've been experiencing are purely down to exercise. I do. Let me just take these off. Okay, so let's make some notes. Oh yes, of course, of course. Actually, just wait one moment before you do that. Okay. I just noticed you've got a bit of a bruise and a bit of a cut just there. Ooh. What have you been putting on it? Nothing, you've left it. Okay, that's fine. No. Nothing to panic about. In fact, let me put my gloves back on. What am I doing? What I'd like to do is I'm just going to clean that up for you a little bit. Yeah, we're just going to pop a nice sort of, see if we got maybe even a big plaster, to be honest. I'd just like to cover it. So let's do that. It's always the trouble, isn't it, with all this sort of equipment that you can use to exercise. Yeah, you knock yourself and nightmare. Right, let's get that sorted. But you'll be pleased to hear, I genuinely think you will live to see another day. You will. Many days, in fact. Okay, so let me get my little kit. She's very cute, I think. Very cute. It's my little travel one. Yes. Right, let's get this open. Okay. You've done so well, honestly, for someone who was so nervous. You've done so well. Okay, so to start with, I think I'm actually going to give you one of these. Okay, you can take this home with you. Now, this is an instant cold compress. So all you do, I think, you shake the contents at the bottom of the bag. Shake, 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 shake. Squeeze it nice and firmly, and then you can apply this to anywhere where you've got a bit of pain. Okay, so let's say you've done some exercise and your arm is hurting, or your legs hurting, or your back. Pop this on. It's going to give you some relief. Okay, so I'm going to give that to you. Let's pop that there for a moment. Okay. Of course, that's what I'm here for. Yeah, got to make you feel better. Okay, now let's get you cleaned up. So. Let me see. Is that a little bit too big? A little bit big, I think. I think that's going to be a good size. Yeah. This will do. Okay. Put it back in there. Now, let me see. Yes, that's what I'm looking for. So this is my nice little wipe. Okay, I'm going to wipe this over the surface. This may be a tiny bit stingy, but it shouldn't be too bad. Okay, so let's just lovely. And now let's get that plaster on it. Now for bruising, I haven't got any in this kit, but I'd recommend, if you want to go out and purchase some arnica cream, it's a natural healing cream that will help with bruising. Okay, it will heal naturally by itself, but if you want to speed up the process a little bit, that will help. No problem. So let's pop that on then, this little plaster. Okay, and we'll pop that on. Okay, is that alright? Nice and comfy? Good, look at you. If I had any gold stars, I would give you one. Let's pop this back. Okay. In fact, let me give you a couple of spares of the plasters. Okay, there we are. So let's get this zipped back up. Okay. Now you can pop everything back on. Okay, and I can finally take these gloves off. Wonderful. Okay. No, take your time. There is no rush. Okay. I can hear you're a little bit hungry. Yeah. Oh, do you know, I need to take my break soon as well. Yes, I am one for nibbling on the job. I love a salted almond. Or a packet of them. Yes. But no, I need to get myself something as well. Yeah. Right. Okay, put that in there then. That's that. Let me check that. No problem. You're good? Wonderful. Okay. Well, you came in today concerned about anxiety, some physical symptoms as well that you're experiencing. I've checked you out from head to toe. There is nothing physical that concerns me. we have dressed just a slight little wound there. Okay, nothing serious. Alright, I would say just to change the plaster when it gets wet. Okay, so after you've had a shower or something like that, or after you've sweated and done exercise. Okay, now as far as the physical pains have gone, we've discussed they are very, very normal. Now obviously if these are becoming very debilitating and they're affecting your everyday life in such a way that you can't complete your work or go out, things like that, come back and see me. Okay, we'll do some further investigations, but as far as I can tell, you look well and healthy. Okay, got a good colour to your face, nice little rosy cheeks, nice bright eyes, and I think it's simply a repercussion of being so fit. Yeah, doing all that exercise. Okay, but as mentioned, I would recommend trying that arnica cream. It's completely up to you, but that can also help with aches actually as well. Yeah, it sort of reduces the inflammation. Yep. Now, I did mention about sort of the bit blurriness, feeling a bit sort of dizzy. So I do think that's the amount of time that you're on the screen. Now your vision itself, I don't think has had any changes by the sounds of it, but take regular breaks. So for every hour that you're on the screen, spend an hour just literally looking off to the side. So just sort of literally daydreaming, drifting off, not looking at the screen. Okay, in the evening before bedtime, again you are looking at screens, so taking those regular breaks, giving your eyes a rest is really important. Okay, and you will notice a difference, I promise. Of course, not a problem, not a problem. Now, everything else that you did mention, again, I can't see any causes for concern. The main reason I think that you're experiencing that sort of raised heart rate is due to the excessive energy drinks. Okay, so we're going to cut those out, and what I'd like to do is in a couple of weeks, dependent on when you're free, I would like to bring you back in and do a little review, because it's going to take a good couple of weeks for that adjustment to be made. You'll notice a difference, to be honest, from the energy drink sort of straight away when you stop drinking them, but I'd like to see you after you've got some regular sleep and you're feeling a bit better. Okay? It's no problem at all. Okay, so I'm going to ask you when you go outside to book in for a 2 to 3 week review. Alright, now everything else I cannot see any issues or worries. Okay, so based on what I've said, how do you feel? Much better. Good, I'm so pleased. Yeah? Wonderful, well that is just what I like to hear. Oh, well hey, it's in my name. Gotta be nice. Absolutely. Well look, I'll let you get on with the rest of your day. Hope you go off and get something tasty. Yes, I will. I'll try. Yeah. Got a little bit left on my shift and then I'll start all over again. Yeah. But anyway, it's been so nice to meet you, and I look forward to catching up in a couple of weeks. My pleasure. Oh, and you. Alright, bye then. Bye. Okay. Right, so get these notes all popped in the system. Fantastic. And this tidied away. Lovely.